Hello everyone, I'm Reet. I'm a PhD student in Hyderabad University, and today we are talking about a book. The genre is psychological thriller, and I think you've guessed it right, The Silent Patient. Okay, so we are talking about The Silent Patient. It has been quite popular book, and recently I think it has reached a good level of popularity, and I've heard so much. I have seen people's stories and about how it was so enriching experience to read it, was so worthy the book is worth, which I completely agree. But I have a bit different experience regarding the book because I could not somehow expect the unexpected. I was already expecting everything from the beginning itself. I was already doubting each and every incident, every plot, every character. That actually led me to a very different experience about the book. So interestingly, I mean, I haven't read much of a psychological thriller, to be honest. I read few years back, not few years, but a year back, the One Gone Girl. No, One Gone Girl, no, Gone Girl. Okay, sorry, Gone Girl, and that was a very wholesome experience. I mean, it's a big fat book. I think it's 500 pages or something if I remember it clearly. So I think that was a whole level of experience. But this book could not captivated me that much. Could not captivated me that. Yeah, so this book did not captivate me so much. Okay. It, I mean, uh, again, I said this earlier also, it is primarily because of my preconceived notion about the book, about its ending, that I had already expected somehow that two lives are interlinked. And also, one thing that you could notice is the narrative style, that the author, the narrator, is raising so many questions that is making us to think. I think it is like a very major narrative style that the author has used, is to raise so many questions in and around. Like about every incident, he has raised multiple questions. Ki, is it that way? Is it that way? Is it? I cannot quote anything because I don't remember anything. But they are like he has raised so many questions that the reader should able to think so much, and that's a pop. I think that's a very good style of writing in order to make you think so many things and to involve you in the writing, in the reader, in the reading process. Okay, so apart from the plot, which is intriguing, but at the same time, as I told earlier, I could not have that enriching experience which I had expected, which I had thought that yeah, this is something that I have an epic, I have read something epic. Okay, so psychological thriller में मैंने साइकोलॉजिकल थ्रिलर तो उसको नहीं बोलेंगे, आई थिंक इंडियन फिक्शंस में प्रॉपर साइकोलॉजिकल थ्रिलर का डेफिनेशन या ऐसा काम जो एक्चुअली किताब के फॉर्म में हुआ हो, आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर वेदर इट इज़ देयर और नॉट, बिकॉज आई कुड नॉट कम अक्रॉस मच. ओके, तो व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग कि डिड आई मेंशन अगाथा क्रिस्टी समवेयर? Okay, so what I was like, just Agatha Christie came into my mind and her crime stories, and I think मैंने कुछ पढ़ा था recently, the prisoner's execution. I will put it down there because I don't remember the name. And man, it's a short story, but the ending, oh क्या लिखती है भाई वो, क्या लिखती है. हाँ, तो what I meant to say is that I could not have that ending which was like a blast for me. It wasn't a kind of blast for me, which is fine. But yeah, what else? हाँ, ये चीज़ और भी है कि apart from plotline, there are so many things that he sheds light on. Primarily, it's about trauma. I think the book has started so much, has talked so much about trauma and how we are shaped, our behaviors are shaped according to our childhood experiences. About, you can read Freud on that. Also, it talks about therapy, the importance of therapy, and I don't know whether it's a quote or not, but it's something like a therapist needs a therapist, and somehow I could see it in the book. It's there. Therapist also needs a therapist. Then it talks about mental health, about art, about the significance of art, about how paintings who are made by artists are not just mere, are full of stories. I mean, the book sheds actually light on so many things about family, about violence, about fate, about infidelity. So I think the popularity it has gained is not merely because of the plot, it is also because of the side things that it has to offer, which is strongly evident in the book. I think that is also one of the aspects why the book is recognized so much. I think it's my opinion. But yeah, I had a lovely experience, but I was not like blown away by the psychological thriller genre. So that was there. And if you have any recommendations regarding any book regarding psychological thriller, do comment and to like and subscribe if you really could connect to what I said. Okay, thank you. Bye.